It's kind of hard to imagine a time when we didn't have access to all the amazing video games with their respective consoles available today. Long before Xbox, PlayStation, Stadia, even way before Nintendo and Sega with their iconic game consoles, there's always the first, the one that started it all, the inception of video game console.
What does your family do on those stay indoors rainy afternoons? Or on those cold, blustery winter days?
It's the early 1970s. The video game industry was still in its infancy. There were no dedicated game consoles, and few games that existed were played on mainframe computers. But that all changed in 1972 with the introduction of
Odyssey. The electronic game of the future.
the Magnavox Odyssey was the world's first home video game console, and it was a game changer in more ways than one. The Odyssey was created by Ralph Baer, a German-born engineer who had been working on video game technology since the 1960s. Baer had the idea to create a game console that could be connected to a television set, and he spent years refining the technology. Baer's design was simple yet ingenious. The console itself was a box that could be connected to a TV set with a switch box. And it came with a set of plastic overlays that could be placed over the screen to simulate different games. This console has a fascinating history that dates back to 1966 when Ralph Baer first conceptualized the idea of an interactive television. This idea consisted of a console with a built-in television that could connect to a home antenna system, allowing users to play games on television set, which later manufactured by the company Magnavox. Baer was born in Germany in 1922 and emigrated to the United States in 1938. His early life was spent moving from country to country due to his father's many different jobs. He attended college in Germany, where he studied electrical engineering and mathematics. After graduating, he moved to France and then on to the United States. Once in America, he worked for a series of companies that include Sanders Associates and Laurel Corporation. Ralph was working at Laurel when it occurred to him that creating fun games could potentially be profitable. He began working on creating a device that could output images on a television screen using only simple parts like light bulbs and magnets. Ralph eventually became frustrated with his lack of progress and decided to go back to school in order to get more knowledge and experience. While attending classes at Drexel University, he had the idea for an electronic game based around shooting down airplanes by controlling the direction of a missile on screen with a dial that looked much like a TV remote control. Ralph would later call this device the Brown Box. After 4 years, Ralph finally graduated from Drexel with degrees in both mathematics and physics. He began working on his invention, a television-based gaming system. In 1967, he filed a patent for his concept under the title Television Gaming Apparatus, which was developed as an arcade machine and was later adopted for home use. Odyssey's success came from its ability to create a new type of gaming experience for players. One unique feature of this console was that it was portable. It could be hooked up to a television set or played directly on its own screen using built-in dials and switches. The Odyssey consists of a black and white screen that uses liquid crystal display, or LCD. This screen has a resolution of 160 by 102 pixels, with each pixel being composed on red, blue, and green phosphors. The original version of the console had no microprocessor. It did not even have internal memory. It was basically a discrete circuit board with components for generating graphic and sound. It also did not have any games built into it originally. leaving users to purchase cartridges that plugged into the front of the console. The games available at the time were tic-tac-toe, tennis, handball, hockey, volleyball, bowling, baseball, and football. Over the next few years, Magnavox released several more games for the Odyssey, including a space-themed game called Space War and a racing game called Speedway. But the console faced stiff competition from other companies that were starting to enter the video game market, such as Atari and Coleco. By the late 1970s, the Odyssey was starting to lose ground to these new competitors, and Magnavox eventually discontinued the console in 1975. But its impact on the video game industry was profound. The Odyssey paved the way for other game consoles that would follow, and it introduced millions of people to the concept of home video gaming.
This is Odyssey, the new electronic game simulator. You attach Odyssey to your television set in seconds to create a closed-circuit electronic playground. Odyssey is tennis, roulette, football and hockey, analogic, and geography. Odyssey comes complete with 12 electronic games and educational experiences. Many more are optionally available, like a shooting gallery, a prehistoric safari. Odyssey is an electronic teacher. Odyssey is a total play and learning experience for all ages. Odyssey. It's new from Magnavox. Odyssey.
Magnavox presents Odyssey, the electronic game of the future. Odyssey easily attaches to any brand TV, black and white or color, to create a closed-circuit electronic playground. Odyssey gives you all the exciting action of hockey and 11 other challenging play and learning games for the entire family. Odyssey, a new dimension for your television, now at your Magnavox dealer. He's listed in the yellow pages.